Welcome to Free Fall RC Podcast.
All right, welcome to another episode of Free Fall RC Podcast. I'm Steve, and here with me is Kevin.
Hey guys.
Andy.
Hey now.
Ian.
Hey, what's up, guys?
All right, we got a special guest host, Sean Hall.
Oh my God! Hello, everyone. Hello.
Hello. This is episode 308, Sean Hall.
You can
Nice.
just call me
All
Sean
right.
K. You can call
Sean
me Sean
K?
K for short. Yeah,
All right.
that's
Sean
my
K.
email address. So
Nice. All right, let's catch up with everyone's week first. Who wants to go first? Somebody?
I'll go.
Want me to go?
All right, there you go.
Let the guest
This will be
go.
a first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go for
Like
it.
no one say anything. I'm like, all right, well, I'll go first. What was my week? Wait. So do you mean like so far like since Monday, Tuesday, or you mean like one whole week?
Give us a week or
For
2 weeks, whatever.
last couple weeks since you've not been
Oh
here.
my!
Just
Yeah,
whatever.
What you been to?
Okay.
Yeah.
It's been crazy. Let's see. Okay, so I don't know if you guys know, but I am the new official team manager at Helidirect. So
Oh, cool. I
congrats.
didn't know that.
Nice.
Didn't know
yeah,
that.
yeah. So that's along with the other things that I do with Helidirect and my other businesses. It's just been pretty much a nut house.
Yeah.
Our team is really huge. We've got almost 50 guys in the team.
Wow.
Right. So it's really huge.
Wow.
So I'm trying to get like everyone's location. I don't know everybody on the team. There's some people I know. So I'm dealing with that. And then like this whole COVID thing with the school thing has been popping off. So the kids have been home. It's just been a madhouse. And then, I found some time to get in like a couple flights. I pimped my Spectre V2 700. Put a new canopy on, a new boom and stuff, and some cool skids and stuff like that. So I managed to get that in there. I'm building 2 speed planes right now at the same time. It's just been a lot, I guess. A lot business wise, a lot, personal wise. I'm in some crazy lawsuits, but we don't have to get all into that.
Oh,
But
jeez.
Damn.
Damn.
yeah.
I
No,
got a question about becoming manager of a team.
Yes.
Do you like first thing shoot off an email and say, "Listen here, you bastards, shit's about to change around here.
Pretty much.
New boss in
king
town."
around.
Pretty much.
I mean,
I
no,
always wondered that.
no. But here's the thing. No, I did send an email out, but the email was pretty much like, hey, let's go forward. I just want to send out positive vibes and just get everybody hyped for this year coming up. It's just, that kind of email.
So you
But
don't-
there are some changes happening, but
You don't go in, take names, kicking ass, none of that. You kind of try to be diplomatic.
Well,
Well, that's boring.
That's the thing. I've been accused of not being diplomatic because I love this hobby and I'm so passionate about it. I'm so passionate about the people in it. Is that I go balls to the wall for what I believe in. So I'm clearly not the guy that's gonna kind of like, oh, I'm not gonna say anything, or that person might get upset. Like I don't. Can you curse on this podcast?
Yeah,
Fuck
man, we're
yeah.
explicit.
Oh, okay. Fuck yeah. He said, fuck yeah. All right, cool. Well, yeah, I'm kind of, I'm passionate about it. I'm passionate about helping people. I'm passionate about new people in the hobby. I'm a giver and I'm very passionate. So I'm kind of like, I'm just like, fuck it. I'll just say it or I'll just do it, and, we'll figure it out later. But
Yeah.
pretty much,
Nice.
So, yeah.
Awesome.
Nice.
Nice.
Cool.
All right, who wants to go next?
That's awesome.
Wait, what kind of speed planes are you? Well, never mind. We'll get to
We'll
that
get
in a
into
minute.
All right, cool.
We'll get into that. You're the
Never
main
mind,
topic.
never mind.
So.
Okay.
Want me to go
Alright.
I
next?
guess I can go ahead and go next.
All right, Ian.
All right.
Go
I
ahead.
did not fly this week. I know. I'm sorry. But I did end up working like crazy. Of course, I was on Discord, which is a lot of fun. Quite a few guys showed up. Shaggy was in there for about an hour, and then he said Damascus deal and left. And then I ended up, I think I was on there until probably about maybe 10:30, 11. It wasn't as late as like previous times, but had to pretty much work the entire weekend, and I caught the stomach flu at work.
Oh, nice.
So
Yay.
I pretty much had to just keep on working. I ended up getting home at like 3:30, and I was out in bed by 4, and I ended up like waking up in the middle of the night. And it was like, geez. I think I was up for like an hour and then went back to sleep, woke up the next morning, went to work, and I was like perfectly fine. I don't know what the hell that was, but yeah, that messed me up for like a day. And Sunday night, I ended up doing some organizing in my hobby area, which I'm still going through stuff from the move, as far as like boxes of just hobby stuff. There's a lot of stuff I just like threw away. Like, for example, I found a pair of skids that I broke in Orlando in 2019. It's like, what the hell is this shit doing in a box? Okay, in the trash it went. And I found a Spartan RPM sensor that I have been looking for the past 2 weeks for my Black Nitro. So
Nice.
you can guess on what I'm gonna finish this week. But that's pretty much been my week. It's just been lots of work and no play. So this week is like gonna be the direct opposite.
Cool, man.
So who wants to rescue us?
I can go next.
Okay.
Kind of related, not stomach flu, but I also kind of caught a bug.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I don't know. Tuesday, started feeling bad last week, and then we didn't
Right.
end up doing the show to Wednesday, which is kind of good because like Tuesday laid me out. Wednesday I felt a little bit better, but I had like this crazy body ache, like tremendous body ache around like my chest and my back. And one of my coworkers had I've been looking for like a COVID test, and I'm like, one of my coworkers had one, so he FedExed it to me, and yeah, I was positive for COVID. So was my wife.
Oh, no.
no.
They got sick, like my wife and the whole family got actually sick earlier. But they weren't bad, and neither really was I. So yeah, everyone's fine. It's not any big deal. But
That's good.
yeah.
Yeah.
But like 2 days, I just like, oh man, this body ache was just killing me, and then I'm guessing it's just my lymph nodes, like, working their ass off trying to fight the bug, right? So,
Jeez.
but yeah,
Sorry to hear that, man.
Sucks.
yeah, I'm good though. But beyond that, I did get my M2 Neo. I fixed that up, and I did a couple flights in the backyard yesterday. And of course, to my normal nature, by the second flight, I crashed it and much sheared the main shaft off the head.
Oh,
geez.
no.
I fixed it again, but I did do some ordering this week. Got an email from the folks that I deal with SAB, and the new 580 Raw is on its way. I also added a
Nice.
couple sets of the S700 blades with the 105 tail blades, matching tail blades. So I'm gonna give those a try too. So yeah, I should be getting done in like a couple days, like 3-4 days. Usually pretty quick from Vietnam. They do like 2-day overnight or whatever from UPS.
Love it.
So yeah, I can't wait to get that whole new 580 Raw, like the color scheme. It looks so cool, man. I can't wait to get my hands on that canopy and check it out in person.
Nice.
Those blades, man. Every podcast I've heard the guys talking about them.
Yeah, that's why I got 2 sets.
Hell yeah.
Like, I can't wait to try them.
Yeah, me too.
Nice, dude.
I just put it. Well, it came with a set on my Kraken. Yeah, and they feel great. Like I was pleasantly surprised. I was like,
yeah, I'm interested.
These really rock.
Yeah.
Seriously. Yeah.
Nice.
Cool.
I did do a little wrenching on my Kraken 580 as well. So I checked the pinion that was in there, and it was actually a 22 tooth pinion.
Running on 8S, right? With
on 8S.
What kV motor?
A 1080 kV, no, 1050 kV.
Yeah.
4030 HT Eagle Drift. And I think I was calculating it like my 85%. My bank 2, I think I was around 2,900 RPM on that
Oh my
helicopter.
god.
Good Lord.
And no wonder it was like, like give it collective input and just like a wall just flies right across the screen, right across the skies. It was pretty crazy. Yeah, so I
Wow.
put an 18 tooth in there, the lowest tooth pinion I can get, and this should bring me in at 2,400.
Yeah, that'll be about right, I think.
Should be right, yeah. So it'll be a nice mix between 7 and 8S. I think it'll be a nice mix head speeds in that 22 to 24 range, around that 85% throttle.
Yeah.
So it should be good.
Cool.
Yeah, that's about it. Let's see.
All right, it's me next, I guess. I flew today, actually.
Nice.
Went out, did 2 flights after lunch, and then 2 more flights later this afternoon. Enjoyed it. Did 4 flights on the raw, so still having fun with that. Been trying out my new glasses. I told you guys I got different glasses a couple weeks ago. I had to order sunglasses. I haven't got those in yet, but the I don't know, the regular ones I got the transitions, so they turn darker when you go out in the sun.
Cool.
But this time I got brown instead of the gray tint, so it's like an amber.
Okay.
And yeah, and I'm actually really liking it. It's hard to explain, but it's almost like things are brighter, even though
the contrast,
they're
makes things
not.
pop.
Yeah, it makes things pop. The contrast is, you can see the heli better, basically, which is
Okay.
kind of
Nice.
why I got that. And in low light, I think they're going to be good too, because I've always had a problem overcast days or late of the evening with my normal clear glasses. It's too bright, it hurts my eyes, kind of have sensitive eyes. With my sunglasses, it's too dark. So these with the amber lens, even if they tint up some, it seems to be working out really well, which now I've only tried them out one day outside flying, but I think it's going to work good. I actually ordered sunglasses that have that amber tint as well, but then they'll be darker all the time. But I think it's going to work out good. I'm happy with them so far.
Cool.
Let's see. I forgot to mention last week over the holidays, I ordered a Ego Drift motor, and I received that today. Vincent hooked me up with a nice discount on that. I'm going to put that in the Spectre V2 if I ever get it built.
Match it up.
I now have everything I need. I've got servos. I need to find a tail servo, but I probably got one somewhere. But I got those MKS 760 center pulse cyclic servos. I got the Ego Drift motor. Went with the 4525 HT 510 kV. And then I've got the YGE, what is it, 135?
Yep.
HV.
That thing's a
ESC.
beast, man.
So kind of all new different equipment for this heli, but should be fun. So yeah, awesome. So I hadn't done anything for several months, but I'm getting it full steam now. Got all kinds of stuff, all kinds of irons in the fire. What's that?
Are you all done with your farming work, or?
Yeah, for the most. Yeah, basically.
Cool.
Just doing like loading out trucks. I mean, we're hauling beans right now, doing maintenance, working in the shop a little bit, sitting at home watching TV quite a bit because it's cold. You know, that kind of thing. So anyway, cool. I guess that's it. Let's move on.
All right, moving on to me.
Yeah.
Yes. I'll answer my own question. So I had a good week, man, of RC. I got my 1/24th scale crawler parts in, which consisted of, I don't know if I had them when I talked about it last week. I think I did. I don't know.
But I had ordered some.
I ordered some parts and basically wheels and tires. These things are like 1-inch rims, and they're actually beadlock rims.
Nice.
1 inch.
Oh, cool.
And the tires are nice. They took the foam out, and they're like
Yeah, it's
It
very
looks
soft.
kind of scale when it's crawling around, and it was pretty cool because they showed up Saturday at the field, and you take this thing, you put it on your living room floor, and you're like, okay, this is fun for about 2 minutes. But when
the
you
track?
got a guy that like build a whole like track or a whole course for everybody, took 2 mounds of dirt, and he made a bridge that goes across the center of it, like a 10-foot bridge, and just went all out. It's a lot of fun. So I showed up Saturday, and there was like 5 guys with these things out there, and the guy that had a whole bunch, and I was like, holy shit, did there like a memo go out to everybody, like pick one of these up? They're a lot of fun. And we were just having some fun, and it was kind of windy, so the plankers weren't flying or anything. But yeah, I wrote in the comments also, going back to Friday, there was no Discord or Datcord for me on Friday. I didn't participate at all. I don't know what I was doing Friday, but I wasn't in Discord. It just seems like the times come up so fast, man. And I'm like, all right, I don't even know what's going on.
You don't have to make excuses. Just say you're not there.
I'm old and I just can't make it.
You're old. You just don't care anymore.
I'm old,
That's
and
my
by
excuse.
4:30, I've had my my senior discount dinner at Denny's, and
you're ready for bed at 7:30.
I'm home watching Lawrence Welk. Yeah, exactly. But no, so it was windy both days. Saturday and Sunday it was pretty gusty, and I went out Saturday and I didn't give a shit. I was still flying the Oxy 5 a lot, and I flew the Oxy 3, and I've had problems with this Neo in the Oxy 4, and it just seems to cut out every now and then, and I've had it happen like twice now with the Oxy 3, so I'm like, all right, I think I'm going to buy a new Neo or something, because I'm not going to try and troubleshoot this thing. It's just, if I go a little bit too far, it gets out of range and seems to drop out, and it's not really far at all. It's
Maybe you have an antenna problem.
Yeah.
Broken or something?
Could be. It doesn't look like it.
Is that the one you took the wire cutters to so it fit in there better?
That's the one I duct taped. Yeah. No.
And you just strip
That
more
one's
antenna
on
off at the end?
the duct taped one is on the 690.
Is that the one you zip tied the antenna to the blade grip? That one?
Yeah.
Yikes.
You're not supposed to do that.
Safe.
I just had to unwind it when I was done flying.
Yeah.
You pre-wind it and then you flip it.
You pre-wind it. Yep. But no, it was a good day, even though it was windy. I was doing more weird flippy shit. It was freaking cool as hell. Like, I'm doing more stuff left to right, and I decided to start doing like pirouetting flips like left to right as I'm coming across, and just because I see the guys doing it, and I can't figure out what it is, and I'm trying to, but I was doing it, and I was like, oh, that was cool. And then I was like, was that a fluke? And then I did it again, and I was like, no, I can do it twice. So that was
some
cool.
rolling flips.
I was doing rolling flips. Yep. And the wind was coming from the right, like severe. So I was doing some autos from the left, which I am terrible at. But I figure, what the hell? Now it's time to practice.
Yeah, you gotta learn it. Yeah.
Yep.
So autos from the right, I'm doing really well with. It's just a lot of the stuff from the left. Like when I come around nose left, man, sometimes I still get like, oh, this is weird.
Yep.
Because I never do it. I'm usually flipping around backwards and that kind of thing. But the other thing that happened at the field this weekend, and this has nothing to do with the bet between Steve and Steve on who's going to have a helicopter flying first, because this one was already flying. I just didn't have video proof. But I do have video evidence that Steve Shaw has the Kraken, the 2019 Urcha Kraken flying again, and he still says he has tuning to do on it, but it was out there and he was flying that, and
I saw it. I saw the video.
Yeah.
I saw it as well.
It flew.
Yeah, and it was good. When then we had a meeting on Sunday at the field, which was is what it is. When sometimes you give people a microphone and they just go off. And I should not talk about people sitting in front of microphones, because I've been doing it for like 6 years. But yeah, it was a snore fest for like an hour. We were like, the president of the club, great guy, but he had a bullhorn, and we were like, are the batteries going to run out on the bullhorn first, or is he going to run out? Of things.
Why does he need a bullhorn? How many people were there?
Like 20.
What the hell?
Wow.
Shit. Kind of remind me of Spaceballs.
Are there
Yeah.
helis and airplanes that you guys field? Like, you guys fly together, or you separated? Okay.
No, we have a small helicopter area, which is cool, and I've flown there a few times. I even flew the 690 there one of the days, one of the weekends. But a lot of times it's like, the plankers die out at around 11:30, and then we go out there and have some fun with the helicopters.
Right.
And everybody's pretty cool about it. Like, if somebody wants to go out and fly by themselves, they just say, hey, I'm maidening a plane or whatever, and everybody understands that. But they usually let us have the right of way when we're out there with the helicopters, which is cool too. I mean, but
That's awesome.
our old field in New Jersey was, we used to fly together a lot. Like, planes would go up high, and we'd be down low with the helicopters just banging around.
Yeah, I belong to a club where we coexist like that. It's no problems. Like, we fly, and then I belong to another club, where they've split the heli side from the airplane side, but on the heli side, it's a way smaller area to fly, and there's high trees around.
Yeah, they love to stick you in a corner.
Yeah.
Oh my God! And then during the winter months, the sun is directly in your face. I mean, it's you don't even understand. Like, literally, it's like someone said, stare in the sun for 2 hours straight, please, and then try to hover. I'm like, what? I can't do it. So. Needless to say, I'd never really go there during the winter months.
Yeah, there's a field like that here in my area. Like, they got a nice tarmac and everything for the the planker part of it, but the actual helipad is south facing, so no matter what time of day it is, it's always in the sun. It's like, you bastards.
I hate that. I hate it.
But that's it. That's all I've done this week. I can't think of anything else.
Okay.
Just had a good weekend of flying, and
nice.
Looking forward to the next weekend.
Oh yeah.
All right. So let's get into it. Let's get to know SeanK here.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So we got a list of questions, and then and we have this little top 10 shotgun round we'll do at the end of this. So, but yeah, let's start it off. Where are you located?
I am in pretty much Atlanta, Georgia. I mean, I'm in the suburb of Atlanta, but I'm like 10 minutes, 15 minutes from Atlanta. So I just say Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice. Southern boy.
Pretty
How long
much.
have you been in the hobby?
Oh my God. Jeez. Man. Okay. All right. So probably my first helicopter was a Hirobo shuttle.
Nice.
And it was a 32 or 30 size or whatever. And that was in 97 or 98 or something.
I believe so. I mean, they're still on sale today.
Yeah, you can grab them. A couple friends of mine. I really want to get a Freya, because that's when I really got. I'm not gonna say good, but got my orientation down on a Freya, and I just miss that bird. Like, I've had pretty much every bird known to mankind, but that one was that one that I just really fell in love with, and I felt comfortable flying. I had like 3 or 4 of them, the same exact ones, and I just want to get another one. But then the kit is like almost $1,800 or something like that now. So I'm like, I don't want it that bad. So
yeah.
But then I took a break from flying for a while. Work kind of caught up to me. I moved to LA, and then I was just doing a bunch of stuff and didn't have time. So I kind of slacked off a little bit. And then since COVID started, came back here, and now I just kind of jumped back in it like head first. Like, got back with my old crew and a lot of my old buddies I used to fly with. Nice. So now it's like the whole crew is back. The only person missing now is Matt Bodos. He used to fly with us, but he's in like Cleveland or something. So.
Yeah, he's in Ohio now.
Yeah, Ohio.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like the only one not back. Everybody else is here flying again. So, but yeah.
Awesome. So you're talking about some planes, some speed planes, right? So you don't just fly helicopters. So you fly some planes, maybe some multi-rotors.
Well, I mean, not multi-rotors. I kind of want to get into that, but I can't bring myself to wear the goggles and stuff, because we kind of like we have a couple drone guys, and we always make fun of them, make faces and stuff when they're wearing their goggles and stuff. So,
Right. To go behind them, photobomb them, done that.
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
much.
Yeah,
So
that's great.
I kind of painted myself into a corner with that, but but we have a new guy that flies drones professionally, and he flies for the what is that show called?
Rotor
Walking
Riot?
Dead. The
Rotor
Walking
Riot?
Dead.
Oh,
Oh.
Walking Dead, okay.
Oh wow.
Yes, they filmed.
Oh
yeah,
right, because they
filmed.
filmed that in Georgia.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he's kind of come into the crew, and we've welcomed him with open arms, and he's like a drone, like he knows everything about drones and everything. So I'm kind of like, man, I'll probably should just get a small setup or something like that. So I'll probably be doing that. But yeah, I'm pretty much every winter I end up getting like 4 or 5 planes, and I get like the balsa kits, or something that takes, it's not like the plug and play or bind and fly kind of situation. So I'm like having to put like wing
Okay.
spars and ribs and stuff, and so I'm building one. It's called a mini demon, and it's like literally it's like maybe a foot long, and it goes like 150 miles an hour.
How you gonna see that thing?
Damn.
That'll be easy to track.
yeah. I just figured I would just like keep it in a turn, I guess, because
I guess so.
I'm just
Yeah.
like, I mean,
It's like I can't see it, but it's in a turn. It'll come back around.
Yeah, it'll come back
eventually.
eventually.
basically. So I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be crazy. But then I have a bigger size, and that's maybe 2 feet, and that one goes plus 200 miles an hour, and that's like a balsa and a hardwood wing I put together. I mean, the wing is it's almost like not even a half-inch thick. It's got a 6S setup on it with a 100 amp speed controller with it's a Brothers. I think the motor's called a Brothers motor. It's a drone motor on it, but it's like it's ridiculous. So I should have those flying in maybe a week or so. So
Wow,
what been doing.
that's crazy.
Yes.
That's awesome, dude.
Even 2 foot is very small for an airplane. To be
Right.
able to track it.
They're going that speeds.
You got better eyes than I do, I guess.
Well, we'll see.
I'd
We'll
lose
see.
that thing immediately. I would take off and be like, well, it's gone.
Right.
Turn off the radio. Bye.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Awesome. So what got you interested in the hobby in the first place?
Oh man, that's a cool story. All right. So when I was a kid, I did radio commercials, TV commercials, movies, stuff like that. So I was at the age 10, and I got this Disney movie. I got auditioned for this Disney movie. I don't know if you guys remember Mickey Rooney. You remember him? Mickey Rooney?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't remember. So the movie was called Little Spies. So I lived in Chicago at the time. That's where I grew up. I flew to Los Angeles, and we started filming. And I played this guy named Clarence, who was like a techie kind of guy. It was like a crew of us, and we were trying to get our dog back from the dog pound, and and in one of the scenes, I built this helicopter, and I put a camera or something on it, and I'm flying over the dog pound to see if our dog is in there, and I literally it was like a scalar type heli, and from then I was like, what? This thing is magical. What is this? I'm like, and I talked to the guy for hours. He's just like, yeah, this is back in the day. I mean, this is like, what do you call those gyros that when you turn them on, they make a noise? What are those? The
mechanical gyros.
Mechanical gyros.
Absolutely.
It actually has a little motor and weight in there.
Yes. So it had one of those setups on it. The transmitter had all this. I was just like, I need this, so in the movie, I'm flying it. Of course, I'm not really flying it, but from that moment when I saw that, I was like, I have to get one of these. So, I immediately went home. Well, not immediately. We filmed for like 5 weeks, maybe a month and a half or something like that. So I go back home. I'm like, Mom, I got to get a helicopter. she's like, well, she took me to the hobby store, and it was Don's Hobbies in Chicago, south suburbs in the Chicago area. And they didn't have helicopters, but they had cars. So I got a car. And then when I got a little bit older, and I was like, man, I think I still really want the helicopter. And then I got into planes, and then got the helicopter, and then that's all she wrote, man. It's just like, I try to, not that you try to leave helicopters, but life happens sometimes, businesses start and you got to do this, or you move, or, I just can't completely ever be away from helicopters, man. It's just, I just love them. I love the hobby. I love the people in it. So I just always find myself back flying. So, but this time I think I'm pretty much, I'm not going to leave it this time.
You're in it, huh?
Yeah, I'm in it. That's gone now. I'm done. Put a fork in me.
So, if you don't mind me asking, so how do you afford this hobby? What do you do for a living?
Oh, I don't mind you asking at all. Well, let's see. What do I do? I'm a music producer and writer. I've been doing that since I was 17. I've worked on Pink, Justin Bieber, Lionel Richie, The Dream, 98 Degrees. These are all like the first projects, but I've been doing stuff since then. I also own a TV production company where I'm selling and landing shows at different networks. I'm also on a reality show myself. Let's see, what else do I do? Oh, and I do work with Helidirect as well. So I don't know if you know Sam, but Sam owns Helidirect, and I'm just kind of like, bro, I just don't sleep. I literally get like 1 or 2 hours. I'm up doing something around the clock all the time.
I was just going to ask you, so when do you have time to fly? Because I'm like, you're very busy.
Or ranch or any of this stuff?
Oh, no, I forgot to tell you. I'm also a life coach too. So, yeah.
Well, please tell us how you do this.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Of course, I sacrifice my sleep. I need to stop doing that because it's really unhealthy for me to not be getting enough sleep. But I guess from being, young and doing music and like I was always able to kind of survive on minimal hours of sleep. So that's how I get some of the stuff done, because I don't have to sleep as long as a normal person does. And then also too, I know how to compartmentalize things. So if I say, hey, I'm working on all like Helidirect stuff for the next 4 hours, like literally I won't have any meetings. I won't answer any calls. I will just do that. So I kind of do that with everything. And then I promise myself that I have to do some type of physical thing for at least 30 minutes every day. And I meditate. So when you meditate and you kind of exert energy like that, and you have that balance of the yin and yang, it kind of doesn't feel like you're doing too much. It kind of just flows into the next thing. I know it's kind of weird, but also too, everyone that I do business with knows that Saturday and Sunday morning, I'm at the flying field. So don't call me, don't ask me anything. If you do, like, I'll get back to you whenever I can. But I kind of try to, get those Saturday and Sunday mornings like locked down. If I can sneak out on the weekdays, I will. But, I just try to balance everything. And I don't get sleep. So to answer your question, I guess that's it. I don't sleep.
Yeah. My problem's I need like 10 hours a night. So that doesn't leave a lot of time to get other stuff done.
Yeah.
I'm kidding, but only half.
Oh, I believed you, man. Sorry. I'm like, damn, this dude sleeps around the clock.
Well, I mean, I got to get my beauty rest. It's obviously not working, but I've been trying.
Get more.
That's funny.
Get more.
You're right.
Yeah, and I sleep I'm in bed for like 8 hours. I think I'm only sleeping probably 4 though. I'm tossing and turning. Once you get over 50, you're like, man, sleeping's difficult. Sleeping's actually a job.
Yeah.
Yep.
Past 7:30, that's hard.
After staying up past 7:30, that's difficult. Man.
No, I'm saying waking up.
No. That's difficult too.
Kevin goes to bed feeling fine, wakes up with new ailments.
I know.
Right.
Oh, my
Exactly.
shoulder, my back, my leg hurts.
Right.
Yep.
How did I get injured sleeping? That's what happens when you get old.
I told you when I had gout, I was
That's
going to sleep at night and waking up with like massive pains in my foot. I went to the doctor and I said, "Am I being abducted by aliens? Are they operating on me in my sleep? Like, what's going on here? I'm going to bed. I'm fine. I wake up. I'm in serious pain."
Serious pain, right?
I think that was a thing.
Awesome.
Funny.
All right. Sponsors. Who you got? Who you sponsored by?
Who, me?
Yeah.
You.
Pretty much just Helidirect.
Okay.
Yeah. One of the things that not pride myself in, but I'm happy about my situation with the Helidirect is that pretty much we sell mostly everything. So it's kind of like, if you're a rep for Helidirect, it's pretty much the cool place to be because you get to fly SAB, you can fly XL Power, you can fly just their airplanes. We've got jets, we've got all kind of radios, batteries, we've got everything. So pretty much that's whatever we sell, I pretty much fly.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
so
cool.
yeah, and I feel like it'll be I don't know. I feel weird being a rep for another company when I'm at this company with all this stuff,
Right.
I am sponsored by Futaba, but I'll tell you why. Ever since I started flying, I've always wanted to be a part of Futaba, and I would I would try to get on, and I'll be like, okay, and then I left the hobby for a little bit, and then I came back, and I'm like, all right, JR was popping, and then V-Bar, and then I was like, you know what? I said, I'm gonna really give this Futaba situation like a serious look. So a friend of mine named Mike Demita at the field, he has his 32. He's been on Futaba since he started flying. So I'm like, man, let me hold that radio, man. So I hold it. I'm like, man, this thing feels good.
32
Man.
MG's nice.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. I'm like, I gotta get one. So I got one, and then I was like, okay, I'm never turning back. And I was just like, listen, man, I just started harassing everyone at Futaba. I was hitting up Nick Maxwell, Jason Russell, just calling people like AJ, and I was like, hey man, I was like, I need to like rep this company. And they were just like, oh, well, there was some change. I think Nick was the team manager, and then he was like kind of starting to get more into his personal flying time, and he's kind of like stepping back a bit. So he was like, what is other guy thinking, Skylar? So I started emailing Skylar like crazy, like, bro, come on, man, let's do this. So we had a conversation, and I think Jason and Nick put in a good word for me. I wasn't sure, but he welcomed me with open arms, and I love my radio. I love Futaba. I love their electronics. Their servos are the shit. The 760 is bomb proof. The tail on it, I know, I'm sorry, I'm going into like a whole selling commercial, but
All right.
but once you set it up and you understand the language of Futaba, it's pretty simple. I came from V-Bar, which I love. So I didn't leave V-Bar because I was like, oh, it doesn't do this, doesn't do that. I just felt that I flew Jason Bell's 32 and somebody else's. I was like, man, the tail on this thing it's like fucking locked, man. It's just like the same pure rate on both sides. It's stopping on a dime. I'm doing these, crazy maneuvers, and it's just staying put. I'm just like, man, I got it, so I just went and now I'm like, but the thing is, I wouldn't rep anything I really didn't love. So I don't know. This was just always a dream for me to be associated with the company, Futaba. So it actually, all the moons kind of lined up, and it was just like, boom, now it's time to do it. So it happened for me, and I'm thankful for it.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right. Do you sim?
Oh man, yes, I used to sim.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, let me explain. So, I had a sim set up with my V Touch, and then when I went over to Futaba, I just actually put up a post on the Hangout yesterday or 2 days ago, like how do you sim with the 32? and I gotta actually order this little USB wireless thing, and then I'll be good to go. But for like 2.5, 3 months, I hadn't been simming. However, before that, I always sim. Now I don't over sim. So for me, I sim to get the stick movements down, but I don't like to perfect it in the sim because it doesn't feel like real life.
Right.
So I'll get the stick movements down. I'm like, all right, cool. And I'll put the transmitter down, and then I'm like beeline straight to the field to like try out what I feel has clicked in my mind. So I do sim, but not as much as I should, and it's not as much as my friends do. I'm probably like the least amount of simming out of the whole crew.
Sounds
What's
good
your
to
sim
me.
of choice?
Pardon me?
What sim do you like to use? What's your sim of
Okay,
choice?
so I have Real Flight on a PC, and I use that every now and then, but I prefer this new one, the Acura RC. Is that what it's
Yeah,
called?
AccuRC.
AccuRC?
Yeah. So I'm a Mac guy. I've always been a Mac guy. I always keep a PC just, so you can update stuff because usually most programs are, PC. But I love this AccuRC, man. It feels good. So I'm gonna try to hook my Futaba up to it. Hopefully it works. But if it doesn't, then I'll just use my Real Flight.
Try Next. Next is a really good one as well for Mac.
I've been hearing about it.
Yeah. Works
All
really
right.
well on the Mac. Doesn't hog resources at all. Online's pretty good as well.
Nice. Okay, I'm gonna look into that. How much is it?
$50 or something like that. It's not nothing.
Oh, that's nothing. Gotcha.
Like 50 euros or something. I don't know. But yeah,
I
it's
was
not bad.
able to use my old Real Flight controller with AccuRC at one point. So that's an option too.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think it has programming for Futaba as well, but I think you do need an adapter or something to match it up to the computer.
Gotcha.
But,
Yeah,
cool.
for Next, all I use is just the USB cord that comes with my
Your
V
V
control. Yeah, it plugs right up.
I thought the 32 also had a USB port. I wonder if you can just plug that in USB.
I think you might be able to. I get Brandon Lee, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so he was one of the guys kind of like steering me to get on Futaba or whatever, and I'm like, I hit him up yesterday. He sims all the time, so he said to just get this like I think it's called a WC3 like dongle or something, and it's wireless, so like hooks straight to your through wireless to your radio. So literally I just asked him about it, so I think that's the only thing I'll need, and I'll be able to use my 32. So yeah.
All right, let's talk about what you got in your fleet.
Ooh.
What helis, planes? What's your pride and joy?
My pride and joy right now is my Spectre V2.
Nice.
I love it. But here's the thing though, man, when I bought that, so you remember last year when BK put out the you could get a Kraken but in different like color schemes and stuff?
Yeah, custom schemes. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, custom schemes. So I got a gold one, right? And I hit up Kyle. I'm like, Kyle, need some parts, man. I said, because I keep flying this thing like a grandma because I don't want to put it in, because then I won't have parts or whatever. He's like, all right, I got you. So now it's like this year, I'm out hovering my gold Kraken in the backyard, and I put it in like so bad, like, oh my God, it was bad. So needless to say,
Wait. You were hovering in the backyard and then you put it in super, super bad. There's more to this story.
Yeah, no, there's something that's missing.
Yeah. So okay. So this is what happened. So I'm setting up the helicopter. I took servos out of it to put into something else. So I put the servos back in it. I'm sitting there and I'm like, twisting the ball links to get everything like the swash plate straight.
Right.
Somebody called my name. I don't know who called my names. And so I go upstairs. I'm talking to some people, blah, blah, blah. I come back downstairs. I slap the battery in. And, I'm like, cool, let's go hover this thing, blah, blah, blah. But I forgot to connect the elevator linkage to the back of the swash plate.
Oh, shit.
Right.
Oh
I
no.
didn't even take off.
I knew there was more to the story.
Yeah. So I get up in the hover, and like I don't know if you know I like to like fly my Krakens with really high head speed. I mean, I know it's not the best thing to do, but I like it around 23, 24 right in there.
Holy shit.
Yeah. It's like
It
humming.
hums.
It's the Tarek X Nova motor in it, right? So I get it up in the hover. I'm like, yeah, this is cool. So it starts to like just kind of drift forward. And I'm like, what the, and I'm giving full back elevator. I'm like, what the? And it just keeps
Oh,
going
no.
forward.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
yeah. Oh, man. It just, and before I could hit throttle hold, man, man, it's so sad to even think about it.
Damn.
It was so loud. Neighbors, like I live on, it's right a little bit over 4 acres. So my neighbor is way down, right? They heard it like 3-4 houses down, which is far away,
Right.
So my woman hears it. Yeah, she hears it. She's upstairs. I posted a picture of her face in the window, man. I was like, I'm gonna post it up, man. You're gonna see it. She's just like, oh my God, because she had never seen me crash before. She had heard about it, but she had never witnessed the awesome sound of carbon and just wood and
700 goes
screws.
in.
Oh, yeah, that's what happened, man.
Oh, man.
But yes, to answer your question, so my Spectre V2 is my pride and joy right now, but that Kraken S, that thing is a beast. I don't know, man. I'm kind of feeling it a little bit, man. It's like it rolls. I got those new blades on there. It rolls really well. It flips well. It's very predictable. It moves through the air like it's just, man, I don't know. So it's kind of between those two. I don't know.
Nice.
Yeah, I got that Ripper 180, of course. I've got the Flywing. No, I don't have that anymore. So I've got those 2-speed planes, and I have what is that other plane that I have? The one that the Timber X, the one that lights up and flies around. Yeah, got one of those too. So
cool.
Yeah, no cars yet though. I'm thinking about it.
Let's see. Next question is usually about supporting equipment. I know you said mainly Futaba. What about chargers, batteries, things like that?
Well, Pulse. I run Pulse packs, which I love. And also I'm just, I can't tell you exactly what it is, but we've got some new things just to brewing.
Nice.
So yes, yeah. So some big things happening with Pulse. Right around the corner. So maybe in the next month or so, we'll probably make an announcement, but it's pretty big. Well, that's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to get in trouble. Yes. But listen, man, I love my Futaba servos and I love my 760, but I will tell you, those Theta servos, are you guys familiar with the Theta servos?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have one of those because a lot of stuff that we get before we started selling Theta servos, I have to test stuff. So like Ting was like, hey man, he's like, you guys want to blah blah blah. I'm like, all right, just let me see him. So he sends me a set of them and I put them in my Spectre. And this is, I kind of knew about them, but didn't really. But then I kind of talked to Marcus Kim at the Queen City Fun Fly. He was like, dude, you don't really, So he's like, dude, you don't really understand what these servos can do. So I'm like, well, what do you mean? So he's like, dude, like these can run at 1520, and 760 pole. And then he was like, you can program neutral. And then he's like, you don't even have to do it to power up the servo. He's like, you could just tap the I said, bro, stop lying to me. He's like, dude, I'm telling you. So I called Ting. I'm like, Ting, dude, you didn't tell me that these servos could do all of this, man. You just said try them out. You didn't tell me it's like the next level. He's like, yeah, man, sorry. I was like, so Marcus Kim, I got him from Ting, but Marcus Kim helped me unlock my brain around it. So those are some great servos. So I have those in one of my my Spectres, but my chargers are the toolkit chargers.
Toolkit RC, yeah.
First time I ever knew about those, Eric Shu, he's like, hey man, I want I have these charging cases I build, whatever. So I'm like, all right, cool. He's like, but they only fit these toolkit things or whatever. I'm like, all right. So I look on our site. I'm like, we sell them. I never heard about them. So he put them in a case, man, and I use these chargers all the time, and the case is amazing. And they get my 12S packs charged in about, I don't know, like 11 minutes, 12 minutes. So
Damn.
yeah, dude, they kill it. He tells me I run my chargers too hard, but I don't know. I'll wait till something explodes.
and back it down a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah. Awesome. So Helidirect, how'd you get hooked up with Helidirect? How'd that relationship happen for him?
Okay, so when I still live in LA technically. I hadn't sold my house yet. I'm like living both places, Atlanta and LA. But so I'm out here flying, and I don't know if you guys saw a picture I posted with Bruce Jenner when she was Bruce Jenner.
Yeah,
But
back in the day,
yeah, back in the day. So I got on with Helidirect a long time ago, and just was kind of a sleeper rep. And then when I kind of left the hobby a little bit, I came back, and I was still actually in their Facebook group room. So I really don't like Facebook as much as like Instagram and all these other social media platforms. So I just go in there like every now and then. I'll poke my head in. So I just like, hey, just right like 2 years ago, or maybe a little less than 2 years ago, I go back in the rep room, and I'm like, I don't even know. I didn't think I was still allowed in here. So I'm like, hey, what's up? No one's to say anything to me. They're just like, I would post something, it would just be crickets. I was like,
Like, who's this guy?
right.
What does he want?
Right. What is his agenda? So I kind of was like getting pissed off a little bit. I'm like, I know you see my goddamn messages in here, man. Like, somebody say something. Hello, So I posted up. I did we had a raw build party here. Me, Brian Birdsong, and Mikkel. He flies for Horizon. So we all had our raws here. I did a video, and put it up in the rep room, and then someone said something. They're like, "Oh, that's a cool video." I said, "Well, man, I'm pretty cool with like taking pictures and video and stuff and social media." I was like, "I can help out wherever you guys need." So then I kind of started a conversation. So then I just started emailing the team manager, Jim, at the time, and then it took him a while to get back to me, but then I just started emailing Sam. Like, I'm that guy that just like, if I have a vision or I'm trying to do something, I like go at it with like everything I got. So I'm just like, listen, man, listen to me. I want to
over here.
Like, right. Yeah. So I said, man, listen, whatever you're trying to do, dude. I was like, I said, I am in here. Let's get it done. So we had a conversation, man, and we've just been building ever since. I tried to actually meet him face to face at IRCHA, but he didn't go because of COVID, which I understand. So we've just been like building stuff, man. We did the Ripper, and we've been restructuring the team and trying to get everything with the social media. So first it was just like, okay, I just put up a post on Instagram. So then he gave me the Instagram, the Facebook, the Twitter, the Pinterest, all the stuff. So I'm like, cool. So then I just started putting pictures up on stuff and then doing videos and blah, blah, blah. And then it just started. We just got a motion going, like a flow going of things that we're trying to get done in the hobby. So that's kind of how that started. And now, because of the social media part of it, it kind of like intertwines with the team a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
We decided we wanted to kind of go down that road together. So he was like, do you, anyone who wants to, maybe, help with the team or whatever. And I was like, I'll do it. He was like, all right, cool. So that's kind of how it got started.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So,
Sorry, I keep making these stories long-winded. I apologize.
No, that's great.
No,
Gives us
it's
content.
awesome.
and
Okay,
this is why we're here. We're here to hear about you and your experiences, right? So, so how new is this whole manager thing? Is that like, you talking about like this week?
Oh, dude, like, yeah. So, okay. So I don't want to say too much, but we Sam knew he wanted to go this direction, like earlier, not earlier, but I guess towards the ending summer months of 2021. Sam is a really nice guy, and he has a heart of gold. So it was really hard for him to kind of, because Jim has been with him since they started. So he's been with him for like 10 years. He's just kind of like, I don't know how we're gonna make this thing work. And I was like, listen, man, I'll work with anybody. Like, I was like, let's just put it together. So he kind of like, it was hard for him to like kind of do it. You know what I'm saying? So we should have done it last year. But then it kind of spilled over into this year. So I was like, Sam, we gotta, figure out what we're doing, blah, blah, blah. So he was like, all right, cool. So it actually was official like maybe a week or so ago. But yeah, so now that I'm like kind of getting to know the team, and we're kind of like fine tuning some stuff behind the scenes as far as like, the discounts and how things are going to work and how we track things. It's like a whole new system going on now. So it's very fresh, and it's just a lot of aspects of things that I didn't really know that went on behind the scenes. So I'm kind of learning that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah. Can I give a shout out before you ask me the next question?
Yeah, for sure, man.
Okay. I don't know if you guys know this guy. His name is Nick Wisdom on Facebook. You ever see him? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I met Nick at the last event I went to.
Oh, in Florida.
Well, no, and I met him. I don't think it was Orlando. I think it was the Queen City. That's where I met him.
No, I don't think Nick came to Queen City.
Did you not go to that?
Yeah, I don't think he came to that one.
And then maybe it was Florida, Orlando.
Yeah.
The Winter Bash.
Yep, that's exactly where it is. So he loves this podcast with his whole heart. He listens to it pretty much around the clock when he's cooking, making love to his wife.
There you
go. He literally will not turn
Well, now I know you're lying.
Right. So. No, I just wanted to give him a shout out and just tell him, hey, thank you. Just a quick little detour. Nick had been around flying at another field like south of here for a while, and he's just like on Facebook like, hey man, is anybody else in the Atlanta area? And one of my other buddies was like, yeah, dude, it's like 30 of us over here at this one flying field. He's like, what? He's like, yeah. So he came up to CCRC, and we met this guy, man, and he's like so cool, man, so laid back, man. Like nice. He loves the hobby, man. He loves like the technical side of it, but he also loves flying. He loves the people. So I just want to give him a shout out, man, because this is his most favorite podcast of all time, and he just does not stop listening to you guys. So I just want to say, what's up, Nick?
Awesome.
What's up, Nick? That's awesome.
What's up, Nick?
What's up?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What is HACTV? What is this thing?
Oh, yes. Well, it's okay. It's an acronym. It's HACK TV, and it stands for Heli Addiction Content TV. So the vision behind that is we are going to become the ESPN of the hobby. So we will give news. We will be at the fun flies. We will do interviews. We will do reviews. I just felt like there was an opening in this hobby where now I'm not going to say, okay, so there's different facets of news. There's you do have podcasts, you do have, but I wanted to do something that was visual. So you see the people, you see their faces, you see the fun flies, you see like, I just wanted to make it really personal and like build upon that. Also, too, with that going on, I want to create a portion of the hobby where it welcomes new guys. So what I mean by that is, how when, a new guy goes to Hobby Town in Minnesota somewhere and he walks in, he's like, I want a helicopter, and the guy there probably maybe has never flown before. He's like, get this one. It's a hot seller,
Yeah, or
And-
he's like, oh, you don't want that. They suck. You can't fly that.
Right. The same thing me and Kyle
That's what
Stacy
they
was talking
usually
about.
say.
Right. So, I want to, I want to get outside of this pool that we're in. I appreciate everybody who's in the hobby. The guys who've been in it for 40 years, the OGs of the hobby. But I want to create something where the new guy that doesn't know about the hangout, how do we get in contact with this guy? How do we talk to the father and son that that are just getting into hobby and don't know like what a lipo is, or what actual pitch means, or what is a 700 size? Like, I want to start creating an instrument where we can get to those people that don't really know as much as we know. So that means you have to get outside of this pond that we're in. So I'm Hack TV will have a mentorship program that we're going to start implementing. I want to start running it in the schools and the school systems and stuff like this. Start visiting some of these youth groups and going to the YMCA and just kind of like branching out into these other parts of youth and new people and new people wanting to get into the hobby or don't even know that they love the hobby. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't even know.
Most people don't even know it exists.
Right.
Like, it's such a niche.
Right.
Or they think it's the old guys.
Right.
It's an old guy hobby.
Yeah.
The only thing that I do
Toys
hear.
R Us.
Right.
Yeah, I do also hear on the other end, like, this hobby's stupid expensive to really be in.
Right. I was gonna say that.
And
they
that
don't realize
turns a
how
lot of
cheap
people off. Yeah.
you can get into it for, though.
Oh my God, yeah.
Especially the plane side of things. I mean, Steve and I used to fly the flight test stuff, and that you can get into pretty cheap.
Yeah, but like even on the helicopter side, getting like a M2 or a Blade 230S, like they're pretty. It's still a bit of money for someone who's not like, I don't know. I feel like most people, they end up buying like anything over $100 seems like, oh, that's
right.
Oh, let me ask the wife.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Like $100
what Sean was saying about people, not knowing where to go and not knowing what to get for their first thing.
What to get.
You can see them wasting their time and money on those 3-channel things that don't fly worth a shit, and they think it's like, all right, I can't do it.
Right.
Or going the other way, right, and going to like a hobby shop or looking at online hobby shops and like, how much is a 700 size heli? I don't know.
Right.
How much is a line, 700X super combo? And you're like, whoa, $1,300? I can't afford that.
Right.
But what I was saying is, you get started off with something that doesn't fly worth a damn to begin with, and then you're like, you don't really realize that it's not. It's partly you, but it's also partly that shitty model you bought.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. We just want to. I don't know, man. Give the information to them before it's too late. A lot of people like pick up this hobby and, like you say, buy the wrong thing or crash it, and they get turned off and they're annoyed and they're just kind of like, I wasted my money and my time. I want to catch people before they pull the trigger on something that doesn't fit them. Like when I first started, man, I had a Hirogo shuttle with, a 32 engine in it, with some wood blades. It's just things have, and back then, of course, inflation and stuff, to compare it. But like, you can get into the hobby now. Like right now, we have a bind and fly 180 Ripper. It's for like the 330 something, 340 something. And yes, that's a lot of money. But how do you get to that kid that says, oh man, I saw him flying at the park or blah blah blah. I'm just trying to figure those things out so we can kind of like. That's how we grow the hobby, man. We gotta get to these other people that don't know about it. So yeah.
And also the simulators have gotten so much better.
Oh my God, yeah.
Oh,
in the last 10 years, easy.
Oh,
or since we started. I started
when
in the
we
80s.
started, it was still great. I thought Real Flight 7 was like, that was great. It flew great.
Well, I mean,
you should have seen the simulators in like 95. I mean, it was
Yeah,
like
like
a
those old
Atari.
ones.
Right.
That I don't know how people did anything
Right.
on.
Yeah.
Cool. One thing I can make suggestion for a Hack TV or for heli content stuff
Mhm.
is I don't know. I think bringing some sort of like live commentary to like fun flies would be fun. You know, the
Mhm.
competitions and have actual like live commentary instead of you know instead of just having like an MC. Like an MC is good, but I think you need a little bit more. You know, you kind of need like people who know like what you're doing, right? And kind of calling shit out and explaining that to the audience and stuff. So.
I love that idea. I love that. Yeah, I told Sam, I'm like, I told, I was talking to Tarek. What's his last name? Al Sadi, is what his name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Outside.
I'm talking to him online. I'm like, man, I said, we've got an interview. He was like, yeah. He's like, cool. But I know he doesn't really come over here much. So I said, Sam, listen, man, I got to go over there and interview this guy, man. He's just like, oh man, that's going to be expensive.
Well, talk to Sam and do it when you guys do like when they do like the heli blowout in Thailand or something, and you meet them
Right.
there. You know,
That's
doing it at
exactly
an
what I
event.
said.
Yeah.
Right. I said, Sam, we gotta position it to where it's like, and I might travel over there for vacation or something. Look, I will take my cameras and my tripods and stuff, and I will, make some stop offs if we have to. But we got to get him. I want to talk to Khan Punoy. I want to talk to what's his name? Kenny. I want to talk to Kenny Cole, right? Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I want to talk to him. And there's I want to talk to Vincent too, of Eagle Drift Motors. That's one person I really want to sit down with.
Yeah, man.
So I guess, I guess we have to dream it first before it happens. And that's what the dream is. The dream is like going to a place, whether you're brand new in the hobby or whether you've been in it for 90 years and say, hey, I just got constant content coming towards me. And I feel like I know these guys and I know what they've been through. I know, that's why when we had the conversation with Nick, I was so surprised that he still gets nervous. I'm like, dude, you're like one of the top dudes on the planet, man. And you get nervous. He's like, yeah. So finding that stuff out is interesting. But
All right. You guys have any other questions?
No, I wanted to ask Sean where he was flying at in Georgia, but he said it was the CCRC club.
No, well, that's the field that I don't fly at in the wintertime. My home field is in Loganville, Georgia. It's called the Hilltop Flyers. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Nice.
Awesome.
Nice. Hilltop Flyers.
Yep. Nice field.
All right. You gonna try to make it up to any of the events up in North Carolina?
Oh, hell yeah. Like like this year is gonna be Fun Flight Madness. Like I'm pretty sure I'll probably be at least two, maybe three, in some months 2 or 3 Fun Flies a month. So yeah, bro, it's gonna be nuts. I'm going to try my best to fit all this in my schedule. But I told Sam I gotta hit some on the West Coast. So I know I at least have to go to 2 or 3 out there. I need to go to San Diego. I gotta hit my man Kim Marshall's in February. So
he got dates for that yet? Marshall one?
Yes, it's in February. I think I want to say the 22nd, I believe. Okay. But don't quote me. I have to go check because it's already filling up. So, but yeah, I'm definitely coming to North Carolina. I'm definitely hitting up South Carolina. Definitely going to Spring Fling. Definitely going to Urcha. Definitely going to Winter Bash. I was supposed to go this year, but we have someone in our family is really, really ill, and I kind of didn't want to like be away from the house in case something happened. So ended up not going to that. But yeah, man, I'm going to Triple Tree. Absolutely going there. What else? Nice. I want to try to hit. There's a Fun Fly in Chicago I want to hit up too. Crap, can't remember the name, but forgive me. But Yeah, I'm definitely coming up to North Carolina. Absolutely.
All right. If no one has any other questions, we have 10 more questions.
Let's go, baby. Let's do it.
With the top 10 shotgun round.
All right.
I'm going to let you guys handle this, okay? Get my voice around.
Oh, you're stepping out? All right.
Yeah.
So I'll ask the first question.
Okay.
Go. I'll go next.
I'll go
Okay.
after Andy.
All right, Sean. So these are just top 10 shotgun round questions that we ask. And
Yeah, rapid fire.
Okay.
no wrong answer, no right answer.
Okay.
So question number 1 is pinch or thumb?
Ooh, thumb.
Right.
Nice. Nitro or electric?
Electric all day, baby.
Sorry to hear that.
I
All
know.
right.
I get talked about, Steve, so bad. Oh my God.
All right. 500 and below or 550 and bigger?
550 and bigger.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, the next question is, when was the last time you flew a flybarred heli?
Woo! Oh, hell no. Oh, oh,
Trying to forget that?
jeez. 2002?
Nice.
Wow.
20 years ago.
Wow.
Wow.
Maybe sooner. I don't know, dude. I don't even remember fly bars. What is that?
He
I don't
hates
even
them
know
so
what-
bad he blocked it out. You can't
Exactly.
remember.
Right.
All right, sport or 3D?
Oh, 3D.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Strap on or strap off?
Oh, I'm going to say strap off.
Yeah.
Right on.
Attaboy.
All right, coreless or brushless servos?
Oh, it depends. Brushless. I'll just say brushless.
All right. All right, here's an interesting one. Fuselage style, like a traditional Goblin or the Kraken, or pod and boom, like Spectre and all the others.
Oh, that is so hard, man. That's like saying like doggy style or missionary. It's like they're both great. How can I choose?
To that question, you just answered yes.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
All the above. I love my Kraken though. Oh my God.
Nice. Low head speed or hello everybody, high head speed?
Hello, everybody. Hallelujah. High speed. Yes.
Nice.
All of it.
All of it.
All right, and the last question is, Urcha-sized events or smaller events?
Ooh. Ugh. I'm going to say we need both, but I love the smaller events because you get to actually get to know people and it's not so hustle and bustle. So that's why I love Triple Tree, because it's like the pilot's fun fly. The field is immaculate, but it's like you actually get to have real conversations. Like that was the first time I really like talked to Jason Bell and got to know him for who he was. So I think
Nice.
you need those to actually strengthen the foundation of the hobby. You get to talk to people. I think this. I don't know.
Right.
Maybe
No, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that was the Steveless top 10 shotgun round.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. How you holding up there, Sean?
I'm good, man. See, I got a second win now, so I mean, it's not
Okay.
like I was going to sleep anyway. So
Right?
All right. Do we have an Ian's Tech Tip?
No, that'll be next week.
Oh boy.
Okay,
Swear.
let's see. News and announcements.
A little late
All
on
right.
that one.
We're gonna do some news.
And
Announcements. All right, I got a couple airplane stuff in here tonight.
Okay.
Which I couldn't find any heli news. So one of my favorite plane manufacturers, Flex Innovations, has updated their Cessna 170 So they have the Cessna 170 60E G2. And this is if you don't know, this is a pretty good size foam Cessna airplane. They kind of do, let's see, it's a 86-inch wingspan, 86.7.
That's big.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a good size plane. Cessna, but can kind of do sport 3D, if that makes sense. Yeah. So they got a V2 or a G2, they call it. A few of the changes from the previous one I found on Facebook from Seth Arnold, which is one of the main guys there at Flex Innovations. They changed the Aurora program. They have a removable battery tray, which is fan-friggin-tastic for airplanes. You don't see that near enough in airplanes. Wing mounting tabs that have threaded metal inserts, machine screws, servo connections for the wings. Use one connector. So your flaps and lights and everything is all in one connector. Ball links, mini servos for flaps instead of micro. Spotlights on the tail of the night version for better fin illumination. Improved landing gear mount, new trim scheme, and possibly some more stuff. Yeah, it looks cool. It's your color, Steve.
Is it pink?
You need to get one of these.
It's orange.
Where'd Steve go? He's being quiet.
No, I had it muted when I was coughing, but yeah, it's orange and white. I like it.
Yeah. So like
Did
I
you
said,
see
it's
that there's a illuminated version,
yeah, the night version, yeah.
and even the floats, if you're going to fly it off of water, those are also illuminated.
Yeah.
Right. And I believe this model comes with floats. Well, no,
Okay.
I might be wrong. You may have to buy the
No,
floats.
it's an optional $99 float set.
Okay.
Yep.
It's interesting because the floats look brighter than the plane.
Yeah.
Imagine that coming in. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's based on a Cessna 170, but like I say, they overpower stuff. They have that Aura
You
8.
can hover it, I think.
You can mix the flaps with the aileron, so you can do all kinds of cool stuff, do crow and all that kind of neat stuff. Looks pretty cool. I think you can pre-order it now. The day version I think is $559, and the night version is $609, I believe.
What size battery does this thing take?
This would probably take, let me see, like a 5000 6S, 5200.
That's what I like.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're showing 5200. 40C
6200.
up to 6200.
Yeah, I would probably just fly it on a 5000s that I already have.
Yep.
I can't lie, I was kind of looking at this. I mean, I'd need another big plane like I need a hole in the head, but this is my style. I love these high wing 3D capable airplanes, Sean. I've got a couple of them actually.
What kinds do you have?
Well, I have the Extreme Flight Turbo Bushmaster, which is a balsa. I started with the old Horizon Hobby. What was that thing? Carbon Z Cub.
Yes,
I put a bigger motor on it and stuff where it would hover, do all that kind of stuff.
Oh,
that's kind of what this Cessna is. It's basically just an updated version of that Carbon Z Cub.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You said this was what site was this on now?
It's Flex Innovations.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, flexinnovations.com. I think they sell through some dealers and stuff around.
Yeah.
Also uses like a 16x6 prop. 60, I don't know what the motor is. It's a 60 like equivalent to a 60 glow engine, I assume.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, check that out if you're interested.
I am.
All right. Another airplane thing here that's a little different is the Motion RC has a free-wing PJ-50 private jet twin 70mm EDF. And this kind of caught my eye because we don't see a lot of like passenger jets.
Yeah, like a GC.
RC. There's very few.
Yeah.
This thing looks pretty neat. It's let me find some specs here somewhere.
I have to laugh, dude, because I was at the field and there's a couple of guys that have some interesting jets, and one of them was similar to this, like,
yeah,
not exactly a passenger, but he was coming in. I think it was an A10 or something, and he came in kind of hot and like hit the middle of the runway and then went off the runway at the end. And I was like, "That's okay. That's how they land at Teterboro." I told him.
Or they come short and land on
Why do these plane guys
46.
always land in the middle of the runway and then run off the end? Why don't they land out on the where it starts?
I don't know. I land where it starts with my helicopter and usually coast in.
Yeah.
In front of
So
me.
why can't they do that with the plane? I just say this because it seems like a pattern. Everybody I see, they'll land like right in front of themselves and then roll off the end of the runway.
Right.
The bushes almost every time.
100%. 100%.
Like, dude, you wasted half the runway. Start back there.
Well, here's the crazy thing. They still land planes better than I do on the sim because I can't land a plane in one piece to save my life.
Well, that's a low bar though.
Yeah. I'm the bottom of the bar.
Oh no.
This jet's got like a huge, like 67-inch wingspan. That's amazing for a jet.
That's big for a jet, yeah. It's got let's see, two 2100 kV in-runner brushless motors, 12 blade fans. Like I said, 70mm.
That thing's taking a 12. Is it taking a 12S battery pack? That seems like
6S.
I think it's 6S, but it has two ESCs, so it has each fan is driven by its own battery and ESC.
Oh, so it really is a 12S, but just
it's
split.
kind of a 12S, but not really. It's It's like dual 6S, if that makes sense.
Right.
Two 60 amp ESCs, 6 digital hybrid gear servos, retractable gear, 11 LED lights. They call it 1/16 scale, or approximately 1/16 scale. Lightweight with docile flying characteristics. It just looks like, a business jet.
Yeah. If you look in one of the windows, there's a girl serving drinks.
Nice.
No, I'm only kidding.
Nice.
That would be funny though.
That would be nice.
Yeah, 60. Yeah, like you said, 67-inch wingspan's pretty large, and it's pretty tall. I mean, it's long as well.
Long as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
Check it out. Pre-orders are open now.
Oh, so when is this supposed to be coming out?
Who knows?
Okay.
Who knows the way things are now? Usually, Motion doesn't put stuff up for pre-order about a month, usually something like that. So.
Yeah,
all right, I haven't
already on its way.
Well, yeah, but that's no guarantee nowadays. The damn thing may set in the Pacific Ocean for 6 months.
Tell me about it.
But who knows?
I have an issue with Glenn W., who left a review already, and he hasn't even flown the plane. He left a 5-star review.
Wow.
I have an issue with you, Glenn. I just pre-ordered this awesome plane. It's just like the predecessor, the twin airliner or whatever. This is another winner. How do you
It doesn't even know.
Guaranteed
Maybe a
winner.
piece of crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is funny.
Okay.
You should email him.
Wish-
You should
Well,
invite him.
okay,
on the
here they go.
podcast.
They're saying mid-March 2022.
So that means June.
Yeah, so that means sometime between
True.
yeah, sometime between April and December it'll probably show up.
I love it.
Just in time for me to get that helicopter
Yeah.
to build and beat Steve.
Yeah, Steve ordered something off Banggood last week, and we're taking them bets on when it gets here.
That is funny.
Yeah. I'm curious to see how long it's gonna take. I think it's gonna take
How
6
many
months.
months? Yeah, probably.
Awesome. All right.
That's
Anything
all I
else?
have for this. Just a couple interesting airplane things.
All right. So what's next for you in the hobby then?
What's next? Yeah,
me?
what's next for you? Yes.
Oh, next. Getting this Hack TV pretty proficient with content. My desire is to kind of start. We're gonna start in helis, of course, because that's what we know. But I want to start going to some of the car races, some of the on-road car races, off-road car races, going to some of the Joe Knolls, and just going to other hobby events outside of helis. And I know, I told Sam, getting this off the ground is going to be probably a lot of heavy lifting for me. Because
Yeah.
I'll have to, but I want to start. That's why the last video we put out, there was the telemetry video for the 32MZ, and it's on our Helidirect channel. I want to have Brian doing more stuff, and then Nick Wisdom is going to be doing more stuff. So I want to have people out kind of like in different areas doing different things with different, because Brian's in the F3C like really heavy. We need somebody kind of talking about that. That's a whole other like world of things going on in that arena,
Right.
that a lot of us don't really even know about. He had his first competition, I think late last year, and first competition, and he won. It was I think it's a sportsman class, but this guy was practicing his ass off, like literally. I mean, you come to the field, you talk shit, kick it, you fly a little bit, This guy was on the flight line the whole time, like practicing. So, he, just seeing his focus and his determination made me want to know more about, So he's like, yeah, you got to do this. Here's the new maneuvers. They're different every year, and he's telling about all the different the competitions throughout the year, and then he had the nationals at week before IRCHA, I believe. So, yeah. I guess just expanding this thing, maximizing Helidirect, their footprint on the hobby, creating an incredible team. We've got some new people on our team that coming this year. Really great pilots. I guess what's next, man, is just take whatever I'm doing, man, to the next level, man, and leave it in a better position than when I found it. So I guess that's
nice.
It. Yeah.
Nice way to put it.
Yeah.
All right.
What about you, Andy? What's next for you?
Me? Try to fly some more. Keep doing that. Possibly build this Spectre now that I got a motor I want to try out. Put it in there. I don't know. I got as far as opening the box on the raw gasser. So maybe I can jump back into that and at least take the parts out of the box. I don't know. I don't want to overcommit, so
right.
Don't want to overdo it.
Yeah, I don't want to overdo it. I'm not like Sean. I gotta have lots of downtime in between tasks. You do one task a day and then get 10 hours of sleep, 3 square meals. That's how I plan to do it.
Well, it doesn't sound like
He's
Sean
gonna think
is
I'm a complete fucking idiot.
No, I'm not.
If he doesn't already.
I wanted to say early on, it doesn't sound like Sean is a huge multitasker, which is uncommon these days. Everybody's always multitasking. That's probably why he can do all these different things and close his mind off to everything else.
Yeah, that's not a real thing.
No, you nailed it right on the head. My woman, she's like I'm like doing something. She'll be like talking to me. I'm like, yeah. She's like, you didn't hear anything I said. I said no. She said you've never been good at multitasking. So like when my attention's on something, it's completely on that thing.
Yeah.
And then
No,
one time I get
I get you.
distracted, I put my gold kraken in the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Like, right.
Oh, I was so mad at myself.
I'm sorry I brought up those terrible memories. It seemed traumatic for you.
Very much so.
Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. Fly, possibly build. That's it.
Okay.
Sweet.
What about you, Ian?
Well, for me, I've got a couple days off from work, so I'm gonna go ahead and do some wrenching. I'm gonna try and finish up the Black Nitro since I found that RPM sensor. The only other thing I got to do is just really just wire it all up. I mean, I've already got the servo mounted in the tail boom and things to do as far as check tail bearings, stuff like that. Just trying to get it all put together. Hopefully, have it ready to maiden on Thursday because gonna meet up with Keith Williams and we're gonna try to fly all day. We're gonna make a day out of it. Considering the weather is from the forecast as of Tuesday, they're talking it's gonna go to shit by Saturday. So we're gonna take advantage of the decent weather while we have it and go fly. And then of course I'll be on Discord as always, unlike these other chuckleheads over here.
What?
And then I get to work like crazy Saturday and Sunday. I'm doing 16-hour shifts with both days, so it's gonna suck. Yeah.
Damn.
I've got some end goals for next month, so a few things I'm gonna pull the trigger on.
There it is.
Yep. So that's all I've really got planned so far.
All right.
I guess, am I the only one that didn't go?
I didn't go.
Kevin didn't go.
Huh?
We always forget Kevin for some reason.
Yeah, well, just shuffle him out back. Give him a drink. Tell him to look at the
Yeah,
flowers.
Uh-huh.
Forget
Put him
about
to bed at 7:30. He'll be fine.
Right. Exactly.
Go, Kevin. What you got?
So I'm gonna get some flying in, man. I'm gonna take advantage of the sunny South Florida weather, man. It's been really nice down here. Sorry, the rest of the country is getting snow.
Yeah, it's
No,
freezing.
I'm not really
Yeah.
sorry. I'm sorry, my wife's still in Jersey, and I got to hear about it. But until she comes down here, she can't enjoy the nice weather, so I might as well enjoy it for both of us.
You go.
Be sure you tell her every day how nice it is.
Oh no, absolutely not. This morning it was 62. It was a balmy 62 degrees here, and it was 12 degrees at home. And I was like,
no!
I'm not even going to mention.
Yeah,
the
but if
weather
you
here.
tell her, she can enjoy it vicariously through you.
No, it won't work like that.
I know.
Have you met a woman? It doesn't work like that.
Right.
You should just tell her what the temperature is in Florida in Celsius, and she'll think it's Fahrenheit.
Oh, that's genius.
No, that won't work either.
No.
She'll think I'm lying to her. Anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna get out and get some flying, and hopefully Saturday, Sunday looks like it might get a little bit of rain, but this Saturday looks like it'll be a good day. And like Ian said, you're gonna fly all day. I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna see how much flying I can get in. I really got to hit the sim Friday night though with you guys again, because like I was saying, I'm doing more like left to right, weird flippy shit, and I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing, and I'd like to work it out a little bit.
I got to work
Hell
on my
yeah.
flippy shit too.
on the sim.
Yeah.
Same.
Getting the 4-point TikToks. I'm getting 3 of the 4-point TikToks down.
The 3 is easy.
I
The 4th
I
is
still
always the
can't
hard.
get to that. Yeah, there's a few things that I've been trying, in real life, but it's been kind of slow. I don't know. I spool the helicopter up and I'm like, yeah, just have fun. And then I'm like, oh shit, I gotta work on a few things.
Yeah.
But that's it, man. So Steve, you're last,
Yep.
but not least.
Let's see here. So yeah, I want to go flying. So I didn't go flying obviously this week. I self-quarantined myself. So, but yeah, gonna try to go out to the field. Hopefully, I'll have the field to myself so that I can get a bunch of flights in. Like I want to
Yeah, cool.
go through. I want to go through half dozen nitro flights and half dozen electric flights at the
I
very
love
least.
it. That's what I need, man.
I also I've been thinking about this Florida trip that's coming up. If I'm gonna go, I need to order me a golf case. So talking to Kyle and AJ, Jeffy, those guys, they all kind of use the same SKB golf case. So I got it on my cart in Amazon. I'm gonna order it, I think, so I can start prepping.
Is that what you're going to order this week during the show? Because you get something every week, right?
Yeah, I did order. Well, I got outbidded. I've been bidding on some old Samsung phones to have a project with, but yeah.
So what'd you say, Steve? SKB case?
Yeah, like they
The
used to make guitar
the
cases.
guitars, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they make
yeah.
golf
I
cases.
said
So
that sounded familiar. Oh, that's great because they're great cases, man.
yeah, they're great hard cases. I always love their
Yeah.
SKB cases, the guitar ones. So yeah.
Yeah.
How many choppers can you fit in there?
They say 700s broken down pretty easily.
I was gonna say, I think Bobby Watts had like 3 in his.
Yeah, I'm
He went
sure
down
you
to-
can. I mean, most of my helis are raws, so
yeah.
the tail boom's not that thick. I probably could fit 3 if I wanted to.
2
But,
700s and a 580 probably.
yeah, 2 700s and a 580 be spot on.
All
Like,
you
I don't
need.
need anything more than that for a 3.
Yeah.
three-day
Can you
weekend.
send me the link to that? Like, because I'm really interested in that because I've actually been looking at cases, but I was thinking about getting a golf case because you don't really
that's
have
what
to
this
take.
is. It's a golf case.
I thought you said it was for guitars. I thought.
No,
you
they
said.
make
it's-
guitar
no,
They
no.
make
cases too.
both.
Yeah.
Oh,
The same
yeah.
company. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, send me that, man, because I need to do that because definitely going out to San Diego, I'm not driving out there, man. I need
No
to.
way.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, send me a link as well, Steve.
Yeah, I'll get it for everyone.
Send me a link as well, Steve.
Got it. All right.
Don't send me a link, Steve.
Nah. You're already in Florida. You don't need to go anywhere.
Yeah,
You're already at the
Kevin's
Met.
like, I'm not going anywhere. Fuck you all.
Yeah.
It's after 7:30. I don't need any links.
So this is the Miami Fun Fly you're talking about?
Yeah, the Iaen one.
Yeah.
Frank.
Yeah. What's the dates on that one?
March
The 8th.
18th to 20th.
18.
Oh,
Yeah.
I am going to that, bro. But I think I'm gonna drive, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna drive because I'm in
not
Georgia.
too bad for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not too bad for me. And
10
then,
hours.
yeah, I could just go a little bit earlier. Vacation a little bit, kind of chill out.
Hey man,
I've been-
Miami.
Well, yeah. So we've got people down there, so I can kind of get into some stuff while I'm down there before I actually start flying and stuff. So, have a little
Nice.
fun or something.
Nice.
Yeah, I went to let's see, the Queen City. Queen City. I went to maybe 2 or 3 days earlier, and I'm like, that is cool. Like I got a couple days to just kind of chill. You know what I mean? Like kind of chill. I went by the flying field. I didn't do too much, but I was just like, I got to like kind of relax. So I think maybe this year I might start doing that. Just going like maybe a day or 2 early, so I'm not, going there and then flying and flying out, or just driving out as soon as I just kind of want to,
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna try that this year more. It's fun.
Awesome. All right. We got any listener pipeline?
We do.
Ooh, give me that shit.
We got one from, when was this? December 21st of last year that I missed. Sorry, Steve.
Andy.
Yeah.
That was the worst version of Feliz Navidad I've ever heard. Whoever was farting at the end, okie dokie. Anyhow, hopefully you guys have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. It's always been great listening to you. So, and something must be wrong with my Podbean app because I've been liking a bunch of shows, but I never get mentioned. So, I'll have to fuss with it on my phone. I normally listen to it on iTunes anyhow, but we'll see. Anyhow, have a good year. Hopefully 2022 is better than 21. Nothing can't be any worse. Take it easy. Bye.
Awesome.
Thanks, Steve.
Thanks, Steve. Sorry I didn't play it last week.
He was referencing our last podcast of the year. At the end, I played El Vez version of Feliz Navidad, which cannot be found really too many locations. I love that version of Feliz Navidad.
Well, he didn't, apparently.
Yeah, he did not.
No, he didn't. El Vez is the Spanish Elvis. It's
Right.
Elvez. And he's booked solid around the holidays, yeah, because he does a lot of Christmas stuff.
Yeah, nice.
So he said someone was farting at the end of the song.
Yeah, it was like feedback or something.
Oh.
It was distortion on his voice.
Gotcha.
All right, we got another one from today, actually.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Hey, 3-4 guys. What's up, boys? Happy New Year. Hope y'all are doing well. Hope all the listeners are doing well the New Year as well. Hey, it was really great seeing you guys recently in your trips to Florida. Well, not you, Iaen. And Steve, not you, dude. And Andy Ross, yeah, you guessed it. Not you either. Hell, man. Anyway, I hope y'all made it home safely. I know you did. Blah, blah, blah. Kevin, it's always great seeing you, man. And it's even though you're our biggest planker at our field lately, man, which is really awesome. Guys, you're not believing this guy, man. Also, 25% of what he tells you as far as updates may be almost factual, but the other 75% definitely flush down the old toilet. Today, I have 3 helis flyable: the Goblin Black Thunder, the Kraken OG, the original orangish red Kraken, and thanks to Dan, the Gucci man, I had an opportunity at the Winter Bash Torches in Orlando to fly his Logo 200. Man, that thing is powerful. I can see why people love it. It was a lot of fun. I really did appreciate him handing me the sticks and getting to fly a flight. But that gave me a little bit of incentive to put my Fireball back in the air. That will actually be in the air this weekend. And if all goes well, for Martin Luther King weekend, since we're off on Monday, that means that I should be able to put at least one more helicopter in the air. So stay tuned, boys. Updates. I'm sure that there's a good chance Kevin will post some edited, as he always does, edited audio, edited video. Remember, boys, fake news. Everything he shows you, only about 25% is the actual real deal. January the 1st, it was a busy day at the field. A lot of plankers, only flew one flight. Black Thunder did it, and it worked well. January 2nd, flew 8 flights. I had a chance to fly out at Sundancers, west of town, 4 flights, and then 4 flights at my Port St. Lucie field. Had a chance to fly with a friend, Brandon. Man, I haven't seen Brandon fly in quite a while. Brandon Luke. He had a good start, and unfortunately, he had one helicopter that ended up in a canal, and I think almost a total loss. I'm really sorry about that. Anyway, looking forward to getting together with Brandon again soon. Hope to see some of you guys at some upcoming events. The chill out maybe, but damn, it sounds like it's going to be a cold event. Anyway, guys, take care. Happy New Year. Thanks a lot for all the work you do. See ya.
All right, I'm confused. Kevin, maybe you can clear this up. He said he had 3 helis flying now, the Black Thunder and the Kraken, but then he said his Fireball would be ready this weekend.
Right.
So it's not flying yet.
No. We will see it.
So it'll probably be ready in like a month and a half, 2 months.
Well, this brings up, I'm glad he mentioned Dr. King because it brings up a quote that I remember from him saying he wishes his kids could walk down the street and be judged by the content of their character. And he's really stressing the content of character in that statement.
I heard a lot of deflecting, a lot of like preemptive, like don't listen to this guy.
Exactly.
With these prolonged stories about ready to fly helicopters and planes that are.
He's got 3 ready to go, but it's actually 2 ready to go. One's almost ready, but we all know Steve Shaw's almost ready could be a week to 6 months.
Well, Steve's almost, is a week to 6 years. Yeah, I thought you were going to say.
That's
probably more accurate. Sean, this is my the top boss where I work too that I'm talking about. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be working when this podcast comes. I don't know if I'm going to have a job on Monday, but I have video production background, so I'll get in touch with you.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Things fall out.
That's funny. So I have a quick question to ask.
Yes.
Where is everybody flying? Like, what state city are you guys in? Everyone.
I'm in Virginia.
Right.
I'm in Tennessee, near Knoxville, Morristown, Tennessee.
I'm in Kansas
Florida.
City, Missouri.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm down in Florida
Gotcha. Okay. That's what I thought.
with that guy.
Yeah, when I hear Kansas City, Missouri, I say woof as well.
Yeah.
I mainly say that when you talk Kansas City, Kansas. Oof, that's bad.
See, for us outsiders, Kansas City's Kansas City.
Right.
It's all the same.
Right.
You know, so Missouri, what? Kansas City? I don't know what you're talking about. It's all Kansas
I know the
mean,
Chiefs come from there, and they have a Budweiser plant. That's about
I
all
mean,
I
if
know.
you ask any of us, once you get west of the Mississippi, it's kind of all the same till you get on the other side of the Rockies and get into California. So it's kind of all the same.
It's like driving through Pennsylvania, Steve.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
There goes that same barn.
Same trees.
Yeah.
Same
Cornfield,
Same
cornfield.
pilot,
barn.
same
Texas,
love.
too.
Pecan pies.
All right, before we wrap it up, Sean, do you want to give any, if our listeners wanted to contact you, want to, talk to you about, I don't know, some new things for Hack TV or some, Helidirect stuff, how do you get in touch with you?
You can email me at SeanK, SEAN, the letter K, at helidirect.com. You can find me at Heli Addiction Room Facebook group. You can find me in the Hangout. You can Facebook message me. And I would give you my cell phone number and my home address, but I don't want anyone showing up naked. So
Nah.
we'll keep it up to the email for right now.
Ian's like, damn it.
Right.
No, my fear was Gray Eagle Jr. showing up at your door naked or something.
That's true.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right. Is it time to wrap it up?
Yeah, it's time to
Yes.
wrap it up.
All right, let's wrap it up. Facebook likes, we are at 1,393 likes. That's plus one new like this week. And his name is Jason Selsman. Thanks, Jason.
All right, Jason.
Facebook comments, what do we got?
Well, we got comments on the last podcast, 307. Here we go again. Matthew Coleman said, many thoughts on this episode. I really like the MIP drivers. I have two sets with the same idea shared on the podcast. I had issues with the other brands and took the plunge and bought one of each at first. For me this year, hoping to finish my Kraken my Kraken 580. Bought a custom scheme. We'll share pics when finished. Also hoping to swap out straight with slant gears on my Kraken 700. Didn't have issues with vibration, but it annoys the crap out of me. William Anthony also commented. He said, "Hey guys, Happy New Year and Baba Booey to y'all." Great tech tip from Iaen. He says, "I have the Scorpion and the MIP drivers. Both are great. One nice thing about the MIP drivers is they are magnetized, which really helps with his shaking hands, working on little screws." No, he didn't put shaking hands. But I wouldn't be without my Scorpion multi-tool, that's for sure. Mark Ritchie said, "Welcome back, boys." And Gray Eagle Jr. said, "Circle, square, triangle, Xbox, that PlayStation." Okay.
Talking about Bill Ann, he called me. Of course, I didn't pick up.
I'm sorry.
But then he called again, and he told me to quit being so mean to Iaen. Of course, I immediately said, "Shut the hell up," and hung up on him.
After you punched Iaen?
Thanks, Bill.
You just made it 10 times worse for Iaen now.
Yeah.
So then I posted some pics of my little 24th scale crawler on the course that guy had made, and Mike Sobey, good friend of ours from back in the day, said, "Looks like a great spot. Where is this?" I told him One of the guys at the club built it in Florida. And, he asked me another question. I didn't get back to him. Sorry, Mike. And Musamil said, wow, that's awesome.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that's it, right? Or do we have something else here? Well, Iaen posted a picture of a meme of Captain Picard with a blank look on his face. Planker club member's face when coming to greet you and sees you unloading helis. Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, I deal with that.
I've gotten that look a few times.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's
But
funny
hey,
because,
how's it going?
Anytime I go to these fields, I'm usually wearing my SAV hoodie here, and they still are surprised when I pull out helicopters. I'm like, you can't read.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right.
Nice.
Can I thank you guys? I really appreciate you guys reaching out. Steve, thank you for inviting me on, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I was on another podcast before and heard about this one. Nick always talks about you guys. He's like, dude. So I appreciate you guys having me. Thank you for making me feel comfortable, and I had a great time, man. And if you ever need me to come back, man, I'm here, man. Just let me know, man.
Sure.
Okay.
Awesome. Yeah,
Thank you, Sean, for taking time to come on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
And also, we have an open door policy. So, like, if you have new stuff that's coming out or things you want to talk about in the hobby, come on the show.
Beautiful.
Promote it.
I will hit you guys up.
Hey, thanks for coming on. It's been really awesome.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you.
Absolutely. And I'll see you at the Miami Fun Fly.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Do it. Awesome. Okay. Let's see here. Do we have any website comments or no? Listener posts. What do we have for listener posts? Do we have anything for that?
I don't know.
My Facebook is not loading. It is being super slow for me today.
Oh, I was muted. Sorry. We do have a listener post.
Oh, yeah.
Jason Salesman wrote 4 days ago, I have been going through the episodes and just listened to the Clone Wars episode. Just wondering if your opinions have changed or are the same, considering that model is mainstream, has its own section on the forums, and is on all the other websites. I guess that was the Tron stuff we were talking about.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't remember what we said. Or what our opinion was at the time
I'm
of
not
it.
Sure either. I think
my stance. Sorry.
Oh, go ahead, Steve.
I think my stance was let the community decide. People buy it. If they don't, they don't.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember. Did we even fall one way or the other on all that?
I think we felt like as a designer,
saying,
as like a manufacturer who does the R&D and the design work, like that sucks when your design gets jacked like that.
No, absolutely.
Which we don't like, and we don't we don't promote or induce any of that stuff. But like, I mean, Azir RC, copied a whole bunch of goblins, copied, the Gaui X3 and all these other, Gaui helicopters as well. And Tron, I think Tron, when it first started coming out, I think they did use a lot of
I think they had basically a clone, but then after all the shit hit the fan with all that, they went back and changed
everything.
Just about everything. So I don't think it's a clone now, but I don't know that.
Yeah, I don't know for a fact. They might have just shaved up something here and there to make it look different or whatever, but to me, if people want to buy it, people buy it.
Sure. Under that post, Kevin Teschner wrote, "That's a great question, Jason. I think the guys and I should discuss it on the next show." Jason replied, "I can drive a truck all day long, so the long free fall podcasts have been very entertaining. The guys are great. I've been through most of the other podcasts out there, and now I'm on free falls." Thanks, Jason.
Yeah, thanks, Jason. Thanks, Andy, for bringing that up.
I'm really sorry you had to listen to all those other guys first.
I think my
Alright.
stance has changed a little bit on that, only because they have really not. I mean, it was kind of like Matt Bodos against the Chinese manufacturers at first.
Yeah.
and-
Well, I know for a fact we didn't side one way or the other on that because we were just like presenting this is this
Right.
and this is that. You
Yeah.
decide because we didn't know who was doing what. There's no way to know.
Yeah, we weren't in those conversations, so
Yeah.
And I mean, just being a guy in the hobby, that's not the first helicopter that I'm looking to run out and buy. You know, it's kind of like the least. I kind of forget about that one a lot. I mean, it's probably a great helicopter, and I was going to fly Eric's shoes at Queen City. He said, "Yeah, try it out. You're gonna love
Mhm.
it." But I never got a chance to. So who knows? I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's
Yeah,
a
I
great
don't know
heli
all
anyway.
the backgrounds about it. I think the guys that were designing the Tron, I don't. Once they got affiliated with Yintech and all that, I'm sure that's where they probably regret that because that probably hurt them a lot to start with. But I don't know. I don't know
Right, and
anything.
Yintech was
we're
the
just
Chinese
we're just
company
over
that
here
was
guessing what's what.
manufacturing. They were
Have
cutting
you
the
guys
parts
talked
out.
to Matt Bodas about this?
No.
No, a little, but
off
no.
the record, I have.
Yeah,
at a
yeah,
chance,
off
but,
record.
yeah,
Okay.
nothing.
I mean, I try to stay away from all of that. But it's really a touchy subject for me because I knew Matt before he could hover. So I mentioned on the post the other day that I sold him his first helicopter. He would, as I mentioned, one of our clubs, it's split, so it's airplanes on one side, helis on the other, and he had been flying, airplanes with his pops for a while. So when he came over to the other side, we were like, hey, come in the dark side, kind of thing. And we always just hit it off. So before synergy was even a thought, like, Matt was my friend, you know what I'm saying? So,
Oh yeah.
so when we have these conversations about the Yintech and how all that went down with synergy and what's still actually going on right now is it kind of hurts,
Oh, absolutely.
yeah, it's like getting your knees taken from under you, but
Mm.
but I will say this: he is breaking through. He's standing up and he's doing this thing, and he's actually he's working on some car shit right now that's doing pretty well. So he's been making he's still machining stuff and still doing his thing, but I look at the Tron. I actually talked to him about it a couple weeks ago. I was like, dude, man, I'm looking at this Tron, man. And he's like, dude, you don't get it. He's just like, and we had a real in-depth conversation even before, from the first conversations. Now it's like, he's just, it's kind of like the stuff is like kept going. So, I don't know, man. Shouts out to Matt, man. And I would hate for that to happen to anyone.
Yeah.
But he's a tough cookie, and he's coming back hardcore. So, shouts out to you, Matt Bodas, if you listen. If you're not, tune in and listen. So, yeah,
Nice.
yeah, that stuff. So,
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. One other post from Chris Rybert. It's winter up here in the frigid north. You know what that means. 5 new willy-nilly kits built and 2 foamies for my buddies. Is it spring yet? He's got 5 pictures of airplanes he's built.
Damn.
Dude's a maniac in the winter. He puts together tons of them.
Nice.
That's it.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. Website comments.
I don't think we have any new website comments.
All right.
Okay. So people of Podbean.
People of Podbean, we got a bunch of stuff on Podbean. We got Alan Jenkins, who's lighting up Podbean still by liking episode 248. How's it holding up? 249, Field of Dreams. 250, Listener Series Volume 22 with the one and only Steve Shaw. He also liked episode 307. Here we go again. So did Great Eagle Jr. And he liked episode 251. Back that thing up. 252, fellow podcaster series with Mike DiPaolo. And Heliman liked episode 300, basically titled 300. And he liked episode 301. RCHO something special. Gray Eagle liked episode 305. I want it now, and 306. End of 2021. Are we there yet? And Tim Teidebeck, haven't heard from him in a while. Hopefully he had a good New Year. He liked episode 306 and 307. End of 2021, and here we go again.
Nice.
So thanks, guys, for liking stuff on Podbean.
Yes. And I hate you, Gray Eagle.
Uh-oh.
So he left comments, and he left like one-word comments for like each episode.
Oh, jeez.
So
You
4
got to
days
read
ago-
every one and say which episode it's from.
It does tell me which episode, so I'm going to do it. So 4 days ago, Gray Eagle Jr., for episode 305, I want it now. He wrote TikTok. 4 days ago, for episode 306, end of 2021, are we there yet? He wrote into. 4 days ago, on episode 307, here we go again. He says, say something, be first now. 4 days ago, episode 307, here we go again. He wrote greatness. 4 days ago, episode 307, here we go again. He wrote Spaceballs. 4 days ago, 307, here
It's
we
a
go
little
again.
loud, Andy.
He wrote 1. 4 days ago, 307, here we go again. He wrote 2. 4 days ago, 307, he wrote 4-3. 4 days ago, episode 307, he says, you can make a reservation if we can do it, LOL, for sure, LOL. I just got home from now. And then 4 days ago, again, episode 307, he wrote, behold, a smear year, no friar, here, wheelchair.
All right.
And then 4 days ago, again, episode 307, he wrote, encouraging countries and 4 days ago, episode 307, again, greatness. 4 days ago, episode 307, you did say what said I. And then we have a nice break here where someone named Hernia wouldn't buy another Scorpion tool. I bought one after using my MIP for something it wasn't designed to do. It was a 1.5 mil one, and I was assembling an Oxy 3. First bolt rounded the driver, obviously faulty. Mikado replaced it free of charge. Next one rounded out too, so for me, they're useless. MIP all the way. That's interesting. I haven't heard of Scorpions like.
I've never rounded one out.
Yeah.
I've rounded
Me
out
neither.
screws, like
Right.
Yeah.
stripped out screws than that. But yeah, guess something went wrong. Gray Eagle
Maybe that's
Jr.
what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be.
Gray Eagle Jr. 1 day ago to episode 306 says, no spaghetti in those noodles. But he wrote it all weird. I don't know. And then the last comment we have 13 hours ago, Tim Titleback says, welcome to 2022 Free for RC. Got my new shirts and looking forward to another crazy year of RC madness. Looking forward to seeing you guys at some fun flies. On a side note, I finally got all the gear to get my Protos 380 ready to build for my oldest son. It's the kit I want at Queen City. We'll see if
Oh,
it
nice.
gets to start flying. Wish us luck. Awesome. Yeah, good
Cool.
luck.
Best of luck.
Nice. Where do I get the shirt from, man?
We did a pre-order thing.
First thing you do is you find a time machine.
Yeah.
You go back about 2 months,
Oh shit.
and then you order one.
I'm gonna
No,
be
I'm
doing
just
another.
kidding. We'll find some.
Yeah,
You
we're
want
gonna
a
do
shirt?
another run, and in those run, we're gonna just have people order it directly from Custom Ink. So
Cool.
yeah, so I'll send out a link probably in the next month or so with
Okay.
a new design and a new shirt, and people can purchase it directly.
So quick question. Do you know of anyone who designs canopies?
Yeah, I know one person, Mad Panda.
Okay. Who?
Mad Panda. Well, I mean, you mean just the design work or the actual like painting of the canopies and stuff?
Like
no,
Canamon.
just the design work.
Yeah. So Mad Panda is John Dale. He's up in Ohio. He flies with like the Cincinnati boys up there with Leroy and those guys. He's the one who
Oh,
redid our logo. He's done the logo for our heli heads. He's done a lot of logos in the industry.
okay. Yeah.
So
So I'll reach out to get his information because I'll probably forget in like the next 20 minutes.
yeah,
So
he also did a lot of the custom canopies that Luca started producing. So he started designing the OEM canopies for Luca. Roxy.
okay. That's who I need to talk to. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
about to do some real cool shit, but we're missing that one guy who can do that.
Oh yeah,
sort of
he's
things.
good.
Okay.
From the work that we've gotten from him and seeing that he's been great. So
He's a good dude too.
yeah, he's a graphic designer by trade. So he's
Oh, I love that.
yeah,
Good.
so he knows about it, and
Okay.
I'll help you out.
Thank you, Steve.
All right, iTunes reviews.
Oh, did you see anything, Andy?
I was waiting on you to check
Oh, man. Oh, man.
because I forgot.
Checking iTunes as we speak. I'm clicking on stuff. I don't think there's anything
Okay.
new because I thought we had 91. Yeah, it was still all about super glue.
Nice.
Was the last one we got.
All right, new outro. Thanks everyone for listening. Check out our fellow
listen.
podcasters. Check out Bill
Right.
Ann. You know the
Ann.
deal. All right. Thanks, Sean, for taking the time to come on the show. Appreciate it.
Thanks again, Sean.
Love you guys, man.
All
Big
right.
time.
Yes,
that's
guys,
awesome.
and we'll see you next time.
Peace.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye, everybody.
Can't wait to get my 580 raw. Gonna get beast on Ada. I'm gonna take my Kraken 580 electric and harvest it for my nitro. I think. Just keep the 580 nitro.